Good morning from the Memphis International Airport. My name is Connor, and welcome back to another Nix Aviation trip report. Today, I'll be flying with Allegiant Air on board their Airbus A319 to Los Angeles. I am taking a trip out to LAX to try another essential air service route with Southern Airways Express. Although, right before my college final exam week, Allegiant offered the lowest price on this route for this specific day, so I just couldn't pass up the opportunity. Also, and for seemingly no reason, I was given an Allegiant Priority Access Pass for free. It usually costs $11.50, but this pass gets me Zone 1 boarding, and I don't know why I received it, but I'm not complaining. My flight this morning is Allegiant Flight 764 with nonstop service to Los Angeles, which is scheduled to depart Gate 8 at 1:01 p.m. Allegiant, much like other ultra-low-cost carriers, offers bundles during the booking process. Since I am only gone for the weekend, I don't need a bag or any other extras, so I went without a bundle and just paid $5 for my seat selection. Here we are at Gate 8, boarding is scheduled for 12:16 p.m. No matter how you book, you are entitled to a free personal item. For those who purchase a carry-on or check bag, restrictions do still apply. Allegiant provides a bag sizer for reference. My bag barely passes as a personal item, but I'm going to bring it on board anyways. Despite the ominous line of thunderstorms rapidly approaching the airport, my plane landed 10 minutes early from Los Angeles. My aircraft to LAX is November 326 November Victor, a 20-year-old Airbus A319-111. This aircraft was delivered new to Cebu Pacific in 2005, before being sold to Allegiant in 2015. Notice the extra overwing exit on this plane. Allegiant's A319s have 4 overwing exits rather than the traditional 2. This is by regulation and due to the high-density seating configuration. And just as I expected, a ground stop went into effect soon after the aircraft arrived. All airport operations have been halted until the weather clears. Our gate agent has been very communicative about the situation and has been providing updates, being very hopeful that the ground stop does not lead to a departure delay. Allegiant's A319s have a high-density 156-seat layout. There are 18 seats called Legroom Plus, which is the bulkhead row and exit rows, as well as 138 standard economy seats. My seat for this 4-hour, 25-minute flight is 27A. These economy seats are 17 inches wide and offer 30 inches of pitch. The tray table is small, but much larger than it used to be. There is no seat back pocket, however there is a literature pocket at the top of the seat. The overall condition of the cabin is poor at best. Most notably, crumbs and small leaves are on the seat next to me. There is also no seat recline, and the armrest is really flimsy. Boarding completed with an empty middle seat, thank God. Please enjoy the views as we depart off of Memphis runway 36 Center. Extra pocket contains a safety card, rewards and credit card promotion, and an in-flight magazine. With no other form of entertainment available on board, Allegiant's in-flight magazine is full of short stories about various destinations, as well as promotions and discounts for tourist attractions. A small thing that stood out to me was that they have a written policy on filming onboard aircraft, something I think all airlines should have. To my surprise, Allegiant actually has a rather extensive buy onboard menu. It includes cocktails and mocktails, snack boxes, and other individual snacks and drinks. Allegiant does not offer any complimentary service, and only items from the buy onboard menu. I was planning to purchase the Bistro Box, but I was informed it was not available on this flight, so I purchased the Big Box. The Big Box includes both dark chocolate and hazelnut wafer cookies, beef salami, pistachios, crackers, and various cheese spreads. A funny thing I noticed, Allegiant doesn't actually serve napkins. They just hand you a torn-off paper towel. Wi-Fi is not available on any Allegiant flights, so in-flight entertainment is entirely up to you. I would recommend downloading a movie or a series on Netflix or some offline games before your flight. Please enjoy our descent into Los Angeles, landing on runway 25 left.
It's our pleasure to welcome you to Los Angeles. For your continued safety and the safety of those around you, please remain seated with the seatbelt securely fastened. In Angeles,
My flight today was, well, exactly how I expected it to be. I've never had a high opinion on Allegiant. They get me from point A to point B just fine, and that's really about it. The seat is very uncomfortable and has the tightest legroom I have ever experienced. I'd say Allegiant has the worst seats out of the big three ultra-low-cost carriers, not to mention the odor of an unflushed toilet in the cabin for the duration of the flight, and the flight attendants' less than cheerful attitudes. I'd say my flight today was, well, about how everyone expects Allegiant to be. But that's not to say I wouldn't fly on them again. Thank you for watching this Nix Aviation trip report with Allegiant Air. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.